We've come a long way, baby.
Welcome to Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle, your show for compassionate living without sacrifice. The holiday season is here. It's a time of festivity and gatherings, and not without its various challenges. For many vegans and their hosts, it's a time of exciting creativity, but it can also add a bit of trepidation and maybe even some stress. For a seasoned vegan like me who has had it pretty lucky with support from a young age, it's exciting to share experience, encouragement, and recipes. That's just what we're going to do, along with my most special guests, my mom and dad. There's no better time to hear directly from them about how they approached having a vegan child, what they've learned in all these decades, and how it's impacted their own lives as we make some of my favorite holiday recipes right here on Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle. I often talk about my parents as they've been and remain steadfast supporters of me and my vegan lifestyle. So it's time you've met them for yourselves and for them to speak for themselves. Mom, Dad, thank you so much for joining me on the show. You both have been on the show before. We baked together for the holidays, and you were a guest host when we went to check out an Italian restaurant, vegan restaurant. So I want to have you on, especially at this time of year, because this is a time that's very challenging for vegans. And because you guys, being my parents, are so much part of my vegan story, I really thought it would be inspiring and encouraging. I'm gonna cry. And encouraging for people to see, you know, to have this example of a family who, why am I crying? I don't know. Of a family who really, you know, once you knew that I was serious about this, that I'm totally crying, that you did everything you could to make sure that, you know, that I succeeded at it. And still that I'm not dying of starvation, but not only, but that I'm actually, you are such a big part of me enjoying my life as a vegan, mainly through food. So I really wanted to have you on now because it's a challenging time for people with the holidays, is when they're with family and, you know, with people who are having a hard time accepting their loved one as a vegan. So let's start at the beginning, because I talk about you both so much, and if the audience doesn't know yet, I went vegetarian when I was 12, and my memory is that I came home from school and I told you both that I was never going to eat animals again, and I remember you guys got concerned. What do you remember? What do you remember how you responded to?
Yes, because a vegan, we thought that meat is good for you. First of all,
Right.
it gives you strength. That's what we knew.
Right.
You know, and you have to take a lot out of your diet.
Right.
So I didn't want that to happen to you. I wanted you to be a strong person, you know, with steak and everything else.
Right.
But then it took me a while to accept that. Because again, for the healthy reason, I didn't think it was so healthy to be vegan. If you remember, I used to say, take your medication, take your vitamins, supplements.
Yeah.
And because I was worried.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
you know, I actually remember that you sent me to a nutritionist.
Exactly.
Which was so forward thinking.
Yeah, because I didn't want you to be weak.
Yeah, I always joke that my parents came from the Middle Ages, but not you. It's because you grew up in a rural countryside, which is beautiful. We love that place, and you guys had nothing. You had almost
we didn't have
nothing
meat to start out with.
Right.
You know, we did eat the veggie, and we did.
Yeah.
But then when I came here, I learned more about nutrition and meat and all that stuff that they make you strong. So I is almost vegan when I was little. I started eating fish when I was pregnant with my first child, Maria, because the doctor said I have to have meat and I have to have fish.
They still say things like
I
that.
grew up a lot of times, but I had a hard time.
Yeah.
And then I learned, a little by little, I learned how to eat meat. But then I was mad because I was healthier. I liked it better. I was very light and I was younger too. You know, but that's the way it started out. I didn't eat meat until I was older.
Well, both of you. I mean, Calabria, my parents are from Calabria, which is southern Italy. I call it the Garden of Eden because you can walk around there. There are fruit trees and it's just an incredible place. And also a lot of the cuisine, because of the vegetation in the area, and also because of being near poverty, right?
Yes.
You didn't have the wealth of having an animal.
Right.
So a lot of our cuisine is actually vegetable based, right? But Dad, I also remember that you tried to seduce me with a lobster, because if you know, my dad's a chef. And I remember this. Maybe you didn't understand it. I want to know what you thought. But I remember one night you were like, okay, I made you lobster. And I was like, but Daddy, I really just don't want to eat any animals. It's not that I'm like, you know, being a diva. I really just don't want to eat animals. So do you remember do you remember when I told you that I was...
more or less a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was lifetimes ago, it feels like,
I know one thing, the whole holidays I have to make everything vegan for you. Stuff clams, eggplant, vegan, whatever it was, make all stuff like that. Vegan cheesecakes. There's the treat dinner over here.
Yes.
One for you and the rest of the other people.
But I'm your favorite to cook for, right?
And I will make a ton of soup for you, a ton of veggie in the freezer.
Yeah, amazing. So let's talk about that. You know, a lot of you're a chef and you are an impeccable cook. You've even invented things out of tofu that we should patent. But what are some of the challenges for you both having a vegan child?
Well, I'm happy. Like I even cut down on the meat and fish.
Because of you.
I don't eat no meat. The veggie and the beans, stuff like that. Piece of bread.
It's true. Yeah.
And the night time maybe less meat than I used to before, less fish than I used to before.
Amazing. And you stopped drinking dairy milk, right?
Dairy, I stopped eating cheese. And not completely I eat cheese, but it's good for one thing, cheese, but it's not good for your cholesterol. So.
Right. And you help save animals, even if when you're taking care of yourself, you're taking care of the animals and the planet.
And that's it. That's what I do right now. That's what I eat. Veggie, beans. I buy the dry beans. I cook them. I put them in the freezer. I take them any time I want. Veggie soup, or pasta, stuff like that.
Well, I think that you brought us back to Italy. Where we were.
Years ago, we come from southern Calabria, so we don't have much meat. Maybe meat once a year.
What about the idea of saving animals? Because you guys also did have your one animal a year, and part of my, let's say, vegan experience, part of the reason that I went vegetarian and then vegan is because as a kid, I thought it was weird that we were eating our animals that were the pets, right? I remember So you've experienced that up close.
Yeah, and it still affects me. I was never one to see anything be killed. It looks better on the dish, but not for me to see somebody killed. And I'll never forget when my husband came to marry me, my mother said, Vinny, with Maria, you're going to stop because she will not kill a chicken.
Well, especially not the way your mother did. Tell them how your mom killed chickens.
Oh, no, you want me to tell them?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Because it was one of the memories that I just, I wasn't traumatized, but I was just like, that's weird. So tell our viewers how your mother...
She will cook a pot of water, and then she will get the chicken. She will hold the legs and the wings, and then she will close the mouth and put it with the head down into the water. I didn't like that. I never like to see people dying. So when she needed me to do it because she was sick and I was supposed to do it, I let it fly out of the water. It flied because I couldn't kill the animal, and even today it bothers me.
I love that you said I can't stand seeing people getting killed.
Oh, really?
Because do you know that, part of the reason why I'm vegan is because of science, right? We're part of the animal kingdom. So we're made of exactly the same stuff that other animals are made of. And also they feel like we do, even if it's just survival, right? If someone held your head underwater, you would want to fly away too.
Yeah.
So me being vegan, has it made you more conscious of what animals go through?
Oh God, yes.
More or less, I guess.
Yeah, because when I was a kid, I remember you bought us an Easter bunny, and I was so happy to have that Easter pet. And I remember, in the Italian household, a lot of Italian households, there are two kitchens. There's the upstairs nice kitchen, and there's the downstairs cooking kitchen. So I was looking for the bunny, and I guess it must have been this Easter holiday, and I went down to the downstairs kitchen, and I remember you holding the bunny over the sink, and I don't know if I'm remembering well, but you had a knife in the other hand, and you saw me and you said, "Lucia, go upstairs." So, do you remember that, or is my memory correct? Tell us about this.
Well, somebody had to give me a rabbit, and I guess I killed it. I think that was the first time I killed a rabbit.
Wow.
I never killed before, so.
And then
I have a killer one sensor, so.
Wow. Really? And why was that?
Because I never raised any more pets.
You weren't about to kill your dogs to eat them on a holiday, right? We've had dogs, and right, to me it's the same. A dog, a bunny, a cow, all the same. So
don't forget, we were raised with animals. I mean, those days with no vegan thing and always vegetarian.
Yeah.
We were vegetarian because we had no other meat.
Right.
Because we couldn't afford.
Right. You were not ethical.
Maybe once a year. Maybe once a year.
Right. So what has made you change your mind now, having a vegan child? Is it mainly because of your health?
Well, I guess it's by hearing on TV or whatever people talk about this.
No, I feel sorry for the animal.
It's good, it's not good. Someone says good, someone's not good.
No, I feel sorry.
Meat's
I
good,
don't.
some is not good.
Yeah.
So that's why I cut down a lot.
Good.
We used to raise little crabs, and my brother would fix the little water, and we used to raise them, and you have to leave them for like a week or so. And then when they went, I knew it that we were supposed to eat them. We were roasting them on the fire, and I used to go in the day before and let them go. And my brother wanted to kill me because they were supposed to have that for fun, and there was no meat, just for fun. But I didn't tell them.
Well, it's fun for the crabs. So now we're gonna go in the kitchen. We're gonna make one of my favorite holiday recipes with Dad, Papà Chef, and with Mama Maria, we're gonna make dessert. What words of encouragement can you give to both vegan children, whether they're young or adults, and vegan families and friends in helping and being supportive to their vegan loved ones?
I responded to that. I think that for the mother, for the person who's cooking, it's very hard to concentrate, especially me that I want you to have everything like us. Yeah. That I invented, like you said, it's very hard because you want to serve that dinner so nice and warm and this and that, but you don't have enough oven to do all that. Okay, the person gets very nervous.
So the advice is to buy another oven.
No, the advice is if you think that this person is going to be very stressed out for you to have the vegan, try to accommodate them and bring something.
To bring some. That's what I keep telling people, right?
Yeah, bring something. That even if you have to eat the veggie, and if they make a vegan stuff, and eat that with your little bit of the meat that you want, like the tofu,
Right.
turkey tofu.
Yeah.
The meatball that I make for you, vegan, all that. Bring that, and it will help the person who's making all the other stuff.
Right.
Because you have your oven at home.
Yeah.
Over here, it's only
Some
one.
people don't have an oven at home.
Exactly.
So
That's what I'm saying.
that's a great suggestion. And then what about, because you guys always go all out to accommodate, and I'm not the only vegan in the family since I, have cousins in the world and we have other vegans in our family, and you're always accommodating. You always go beyond what, from the host's point of view, even something simple, Dad, what encouragement or advice would you give if they have someone vegan coming over?
So just they cook for them. They go out of the way to do something for them to eat.
What can you suggest to somebody who does not have a lot of money or who is struggling financially? What's a vegan dish that they can make that won't break the bank?
Start with the soup.
That's soup, right? A lot of veggie soup, bean soup, lentil soup.
Beans, right?
You
Rice
can-
and beans. We
you
always
can
say,
make-
vegans
you-
always say
you
rice
can
and
make
beans.
You can make beans, lentil, chickpeas. You can make all together. Put
Like
to
a vegan
pot of soup.
eggplant.
Right.
You put a veg in it, whatever you do. So
Yeah, so beans and legumes are the key
Yeah.
to having vegan, and if you're not financially well off. Okay.
If you shop around, you can still make. You can find the stuff very reasonable price to cook in the house.
Yeah.
I can do. I go shop every day.
We need to actually do a show, shopping with Dad.
I buy a printer to punch $1 when it's
Amazing.
No, the only thing
I think that's what we need to do, Dad, is actually go do a shopping with shopping with Vinny episodes, because he is the key to
save money.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And I want to tell you a little story about vegan.
Yeah.
That even me, that I have it in the house, I still think. I said to Lucia, why do you have to have vegan sugar? I said, what's in the sugar? It's a cake.
Right.
It's no animal. And it's, if you think about it, it's true.
There is
know?
So when we're gonna make a recipe, you'll see, and we were talking about the ingredients. So I said, do you have vegan this? Do you have vegan? That has to be vegan? That's not vegan? So she said, there's only a little bit. And I said, wow, I have been vegan most of my life, right? I've been a vegetarian since I was 12. So I've been vegan most of my life. And my own mom doesn't even know that sugar, right, the non-vegan sugar is not vegan. So this also brings a question to me. Why do you think that it's so hard, even after a lifetime of being vegan, why is it hard for people to accept that a vegan is vegan?
They will never.
Why?
But I think it's a natural thing. How can she eat that tofu? It looks like plastic.
But it's
How
4,000
can she
years
eat?
old. It's like 4,000 years old.
But the people
tofu.
that they're not vegan, they cannot take you being vegan. They want to change you like that. Because I think it's easy. I think they think it tastes better, which is not true. A lot of the vegan dishes taste delicious.
All vegan dishes taste delicious.
Okay.
I can tell you.
and that's why. I think that's why. They cannot accept vegan people.
Dad, what's your thinking on this?
Right now, you accept the vegan people because there is the opportunity to have a lot of vegan
It's
things.
more in.
Years ago, they didn't have it.
Yeah, it's
Now
more
they get
in
more
now,
and more.
yes.
Like they have pastrami vegan, they have a beef vegan. Years ago, they didn't have it.
And as a matter of fact, right?
I don't know if it's still processed food. I don't know. Is it processed food?
Look, there's processed food, but the bottom line of being a vegan is to not cause harm to other animals.
I really do believe a vegan is a healthy thing. We do feel sorry for the animals. I love anything birds. I'm an animal lover, really. I do. And if we can eat less, it's good.
Yes, you can save more animals.
We can save more animals.
Dad, any parting words for our viewers?
I guess your mother said all.
Okay. Now, they haven't only had the challenge of preparing vegan foods. I'm also gluten-free.
Yeah, that's
so
a problem.
we have, no it's not, because we're going into the kitchen I'm going with Dad first, then Mom, and we're going to make a side dish and a dessert that are both vegan and gluten-free. Let's go to the kitchen and make some vegan, gluten-free recipes for the holidays or whenever you want. We're gonna show you how to make my dad's vegan, gluten-free stuffing. Mmm.
Good, I'm glad you like
Tastes like the holidays to me.
I'm glad you like
All right, should we go show them how to make it?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
I used to turn about 350 degrees. Nice 1 stalk celery, quarter of a medium onions, 5-6 mushrooms, baby portobello, a little pinch salt, and I saute a little garlic in it. What we're doing is start put the celery, the onions, and mushrooms are in the bowl.
And how much bread do you have in the bowl? 2 baguettes.
Yeah, 12-inch each. Tablespoon mayonnaise, allspice, turmeric, yeah, sage, thyme, pepper, and a little pinch salt, tamari, give it a little taste, a little bit mustard, half teaspoon. Now we got a veggie stack, going up to a little bit of thyme, half a cup, this way you can mix it up. You don't want to get too soft, you don't want to get too hard either. Just a little bit of olive oil over here to grease over the saute. Okay. Okay. Sprinkle a little paprika, give it a nice color. Now we're going to put in the oven. The shelf about 350 degrees for about half an hour to 45 minutes. Okay.
And there we have our stuffing. Mmm. So now you're holding in your hand, I think probably my favorite, one of my favorite, because one of them is a traditional Calabrian recipe from your town, which I've had on this show. And this is another favorite of mine that is not traditionally Calabrian. What are the name of these cookies?
Well, I call them raisin chocolate cookies. That's what they call it.
All right.
Okay.
Where did you first discover these?
Well, I was a young girl and I used to go to this Italian bakery, and then it was for sale. And I asked the guy if he would give me the recipe.
Amazing.
So it's a very old recipe, 57 years old.
So now you've made special because it's vegan and gluten-free, and we're going to show you how to make these. We want to try one, don't we?
Oh my goodness.
All right, so I'm going to take one of these vegan, gluten-free chocolate. I call them chocolate spice cookies because they have spices, which we'll show you in the recipe. And they also have walnuts and raisins in them. So let me show you that. Look at this, amazing. And I'm gonna have one. Mom?
They smell good.
Amazing.
They really are good.
So delicious. All right, so now let's go to the kitchen and show everybody how to make these. Let's go.
Preheat the oven to 350. This is how you make them. In a medium mixed bowl, combined 4-ounce plant butter melted and 2 cup plant milk, 2-ounce cacao, 8-ounce vegan sugar. Mix until become creamy. Add 1 cup of ground walnuts and 1 cup ground raisin and mix it well. In a large bowl combined 4 cup gluten-free flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon cloves, 1/2 teaspoon nutmeg, and 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon. Combine them well, pour in the wet mixture and mix it well. Then work it out with your hands to form a dough. Roll the dough into 1-inch balls, and now we're gonna put them in the oven for 15 minutes. Remove it from the oven and place them in a cooling rack. Combine 2 cups of powdered sugar, 1 cup of almond milk. To glaze the cookie, you take one and you put it upside down like this inside. You hold it with your finger and then you take it out and you put it up in the rack to dry.
Mom?
It's still good.
Amazing.
They really are good.
If you make these recipes, post your photos and videos on social media and tag Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle, and I'll give you a shout out. I hope you found this episode insightful and helpful. If you did, be sure to like and comment below and share the link with others. For more on vegan living, tune in to forthcoming episodes of Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle on MNN, Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, bi-weekly. Watch Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle to live your best vegan life. Subscribe to the Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle YouTube channel to catch up on all episodes, and follow on social media for exclusives and to find out what's airing next. And follow and shop on Amazon Live and the curated LVL Amazon storefront. Purchase some of the products right now directly via the links in this episode description below. Level up with LVL and live your best vegan life. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Lucia's Vegan Lifestyle, your show for compassionate living without sacrifice. I'm Lucia, I'm vegan, and this is my lifestyle.